Today marks the 20th annual Greater Hazleton Relay for Life, and the event helps to raise money for cancer and bring awareness to the sometimes deadly disease. Our Gary Perna is live from the Hazleton Area High School track, and it's our top story tonight. Good evening. This is WYLN's Late Edition, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast for Friday, May 30th, 2014. I'm Ann Gownley. It's time to relay, and that is what hundreds are currently doing tonight at the Hazleton Area High School track. And our Gary Perna joins us live from the high school complex now with details on this event. Gary?
Well, good evening, Ann, from the Hazleton Area School District track, where the 2014 Relay for Life for the Hazleton chapter is taking place, and I am joined by two lovely ladies who put this entire event together. They are responsible for it, and I want to introduce Janine and Terry. Ladies, I guess you can kind of take a small bow so far. You got the kickoff done, and a lot of people have come out tonight to relay to benefit the American Cancer Society. So let's talk about what's going on. I know there's a duo getting ready to play as soon as we get done here. So let's talk about what's going on tonight and into tomorrow.
Sure. Tonight we have the Tommy Guns duo featuring Rachel Galassi as well as Brian Thompson from the Tommy Guns Band. So they'll be playing tonight from 10 till 12 o'clock. So please, if you're not going to sleep, please come down to the track.
And Janine, this is open all night long. It will go into tomorrow, and there's a lot of events going on tomorrow. So if somebody's already in their PJs and they don't want to come down, what can they come in and see tomorrow?
Tomorrow we've got a number of activities. Our signature event tomorrow is our Survivor Luncheon, and that's at 11 o'clock. And then we'll have a Survivor Lap at noon or 12:15 as they wrap that up. But we're here all day until about 4 o'clock when we'll start our closing ceremonies. And all the tents have tricky trays, different things that you can look at and enjoy. So please come down and support the American Cancer Society.
Well, ladies, I was here earlier today, and everything looked like it was going great. You have the luminaries out now. That ceremony was held a little earlier, and there's still people hanging out here. Once in a while, you get somebody walking past the track here, but a lot of fun to go for a great cause, not only to celebrate the survivors, but also to remember everyone who lost their battles with cancer tonight.
Yes, it is. So again, please come out and support the American Cancer Society at the 2014 Relay for Life. It is our 20th anniversary.
20 years. And ladies, thank you so much for coming and talking with us, and thank you for putting this event on again and co-chairing for the 20th year. So thank you, ladies, so much. They will be here throughout the night into tomorrow, and I don't think they'll get any sleep tonight, so they'll be waiting for you to come down here. Now, earlier today, I had a chance to talk with so many who volunteer their time to the American Cancer Society and come out to relay, and we asked them why it's so important to Relay for Life. Step by step, over 100 participants took part in the 20th annual Relay for Life to benefit the American Cancer Society at the Hazleton Area High School track. Chris Racky has been involved with Relay from the beginning and said she wouldn't miss it.
Well, Relay for Life is a wonderful celebration. It's a celebration of what the American Cancer Society is all about. We are about one more survivor. Tomorrow with the Survivor Celebration, when you see all these wonderful people and the smiles on their face, and for the research and the wonderful good that the American Cancer Society does. I relay because my dad and my mother-in-law and my sister were all taken by cancer. And as a cancer survivor myself, I have reason to relay. I told you we dance a little bit. Relay anybody that's out there. Come on down tomorrow. Come down tonight, later tonight, come down tomorrow. See the survivor. There's so much stuff going on tomorrow. It's all about one more life so that that survivor can see their grandchild walk down for graduation and walk down that aisle.
Donna Delahante relays and helps run the Look Good, Feel Better program with the ACS. One of her favorite parts of the relay is a survivor brunch and walk.
One of our focus is to make the survivor celebration a reunion of their life. It's nothing sad, it's to rejoice what they've had. Many people are in treatment, many people are past treatment, And the definition of survivor celebration is once you've been diagnosed. From that point on, you are a survivor.
Delahanty said over 100 survivors will be walking tomorrow. Racky and Delahanty said they also remember those that lost their battles with cancer.
Can't forget the people we've lost. That's why we're here. We don't want to lose anybody else. There's a sad time for me every year, Survivor Celebration, because working with the Look Good, Feel Better program, I often meet people who pass. And I miss them this time of year. But I see others who come and their wigs are off. They're feeling good. They dance, they sing, they laugh. That makes me feel good.
We spoke with 2 relayers that have been walking since the inception of Relay. They told us why they take part every year.
I've been participating probably 20 years. I know this team has, but I've been a part of the team, like an auxiliary member for a couple of years, and I used to have the Key Club team here. So I've been here a long time. It's for a great cause, and we love doing it.
I've been involved since it started 20-some years ago. I participate because I think cancer has touched everybody's lives in this community, and we walk and we participate because we want to show people that there's hope. There are a lot of things being done over the 20 years. I mean, I remember when we first started the relay, there were no survivors, or maybe there were 10, and now we have 200 or 300, and that's so important to us. So we want to show the community that we're behind everybody that suffers from cancer, and that the Cancer Society is working very hard to find a cure for cancer.
Again, Relay goes through the night and ends tomorrow afternoon. And back here live at the Relay for Life in Hazleton, the Tommy Guns Duo is getting ready to take the stage. Actually, they are taking the stage and playing. Again, Relay for Life will end tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So make sure you come out, stop by, see all these tents that are lined up and all the volunteers who are here walking to take a step against cancer. Reporting live for WILN's late edition at the Hazel Township, I'm Gary Perna, and back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, Gary. What a beautiful night to relay. Well, in other news tonight, as he stated last night, Hazleton resident David Sosar made the trip to City Hall this afternoon to hand in his appeal to the city stormwater management fee. Today, we caught up with Sosar about his decision and spoke with Hazleton Mayor Joe Iannuzzi about his reaction to handing in appeals. Just after 2 o'clock this afternoon, David Sosar walked into Hazleton City Hall not as a councilman, but as a concerned citizen of Hazleton. In his hand, a letter appealing the recent stormwater management fee imposed on city residents. Thus far, nearly $130,000 has already been paid. That's nearly 25% of Hazleton residents. Last night, Sosar told WILN he hopes that other residents who have received a bill from the city will also appeal.
I don't do things and tell people to do things that I'm not willing to do myself.
Mayor Joe Iannuzzi, who was informed of Sosar's appeal, gave us his reaction to the news.
Last night on the 10 o'clock news, Dr. David Sosar was on, and he was again asking everybody to appeal the stormwater fee. I just want to give a heads up to the public. This does not give them an injunction not to pay. What it does is that you pay the bill and then you appeal. So if you're going to appeal, you have to appeal for a specific reason. You just can't appeal it because you don't like it or you don't have a drain outside your property.
In his appeal, Sosar tells us that he is questioning everything that the bill stands for.
What I've put inside the appeal is I've questioned the legality of it, I've questioned the advertising of it, I've questioned the method and the formula being used, I've questioned the advertising of the bill itself, I've questioned the inconsistencies of one person living next door to another and yet getting different bills in different sizes. And so for all of these reasons and more, as I stated in my letter, I think it's important.
So will Sosar be paying his bill?
Well, you know what, I've had to talk that over with my wife. I'm not in a position to break the law. I'm not a lawyer, and therefore I'm not telling people not to pay the bill. Or to pay it. I am telling people to appeal and follow the process that the law allows. And we are given a right to appeal. It's in the law itself, and so I'm giving people that right, and I hope they exercise it.
Unuzi tells us that everyone must pay the bill or the city is looking at a big gap in the budget.
Everybody has to pay the fee, and the part about this is that the fee is spread over every property owner in the city of Hazleton, whether you're a nonprofit, religious exempts, or whatever. You're not exempt from this, and you have to pay it. So that reduces the property owners that pay taxes, that reduce their amount. So if this goes on to a tax, it will be almost triple that. If you don't pay for it, the city will go into a deficit, and there will be a loan that the citizens and taxpayers will have to pay. So this was included in our budget, and it's a necessity that we have this money so we don't have a deficit in our budget.
Unuzi says those who do not pay their stormwater fee can and should expect a collection fee and a penalty. Again, nearly 25% of Hazleton residents have already paid the stormwater fee. The final phase of the 2013-14 water distribution system improvements project is finishing up throughout the city streets of Hazleton. WYLN was at last night's Hazleton Water Authority meeting. We spoke with Randy Cahalan, who explained what the process entails.
Second, Mr. Farley. A lot of the northeast section, certain streets had new mains, larger diameter mains to improve the flow and the fire protection in those areas. So it'll be a big help for that area.
Most of the project was completed last year. Work continued this spring on Mongees and Pardee Streets. Now the project is being finalized on Hayes and Arthur Streets. The water main is finished and crews are putting services in to complete the work.
I mean, there were a lot of parts of the city, some on the south side, some on the northwest section, even some of the outside areas had improvements as a part of this project. But the biggest part of it was in the northeast section of Hazleton.
The improvements were made by using a $5 million PennVest grant received by the Water Authority. The work on Hayes and Arthur Streets is expected to wrap up within the next few weeks. The president of Brenner's Recycling presented a $500 check today to the city of Hazleton. The funds were raised from a recycling event that occurred in April, where residents brought in appliances, including televisions and old computers. Over 300 people participated in last month's event. The first one was so successful that another one is in the works.
We're going to do this again, tentatively scheduled for September 20th of this year, and going forward we'll do it at least twice a year. And I mean, televisions need to be, you can't put them in a landfill, so televisions need to be recycled properly, and this is all computers and monitors and printers and keyboards, and any electronic appliance that has a plug on it, you'll be able to recycle at no charge.
Mayor Joe Unuzi was pleased with the public's response to the event. He told our Mike Lula where the money will go.
The $500 probably go into the general fund, and we'll probably use it for some recycling program, whether it's for recycling containers or what, but we'll use it for that.
Once again, mark your calendars for the next Electronics Recycling Day for the city of Hazleton, which is tentatively scheduled for September 14th of 2014. A suspected meth lab was shut down Thursday morning by state and local agencies. A warrant was served at the residence of 34-year-old Eric Joseph Willing after an investigation into suspected illegal drug manufacturing activities. The Nesquehoning Police, State Police, Lansford Police, the Carbon County Drug Task Force, and the State Attorney General's Bureau of Narcotics investigation were all involved in the operation. Willing was charged with operating a meth lab, illegal dumping of meth waste, and possession of a controlled substance. He was taken to the Carbon County Prison, where he awaits a preliminary hearing on June 4th.